six units we have discussed in the earlier three sessions. Now I am going to the seventh unit, traditional and folk media.
Okay.
Yeah, earlier we have discussed on what is mass communication, what is communication in the first session, and second session, communication models and theories. In third session, nature and concept of mass communication and media. These six units which have covered in earlier three sessions. Now in present session, I am going to cover on unit number 7, traditional and folk media. Okay?
Okay. That's the seventh unit.
Seventh unit. Seventh unit of your in your textbook. Let's go through the seventh unit. Right?
Okay. Should I refer to textbook or it's fine?
Refer to the textbook, it is easy to understand.
Okay.
Is it with you?
Yeah, it is with me.
Right. Open the unit number 7 and just I have prepared this PPT. Through the PPT we'll discuss. Right?
Oh,
in the unit number 7, traditional and folk media. In this unit, folk theater, folk songs, narrative forms, religious discourses, puppet shows, drum beatings, folk arts, various forms of folk arts, all these are covered in this unit.
Okay.
Is my voice is clear to you?
Yes, it is.
Right. So we have a limited time. So 1 hour session only. In this lesson, we have to cover at least 2 units. So that is why I have to go a little faster. And I'm focusing on the subject main points only, right?
Sure.
And also I'm covering the entire syllabus, and I'm focusing on the main topics, right?
Okay.
Folk theater, what is folk theater? Folk theater means performing dances with voice, dance, and dialogues. Okay, singing. All this called folk theater. In the folk theater, singing, dancing, verse, and prose dialogues. These 4 will come in the folk theater. For example, drama, ballet, proper based on dialogues, rather remained a composite of from containing singing, dancing, verse, and prose dialogue. Is it clear?
Yes.
Folk theater, folk arts, and folk songs, traditional media. These are the some variety. These are the some variety traditional media and folk media that we have to look in. Right. I am just going through the main points of these performances, these dances, these theater arts. Next one is a jatra. Jatra is a one kind of folk theater where singing and dancing and prose dialogues combined. This program is there. So that the program name is called jatra. This is basically folk theater from the Bengal. And also parts of Bihar and Odisha also.
Yeah.
In the textbook, we have some detailed explanation about the folk theater also. Who are the main persons of folk theater, who developed and how the folk theater will be, means how to perform the actors in the folk theater. This is a simple language only, simply we will understood, because this is an open item, not a particularly a focused subject. Folk theaters and the newspaper, mass media, these dances, all these we have known from the childhood. So no need to worry about it. Just we have to know which is some main players of these theater arts. Of individual means like jatra, again bawai, tamasha, which state that the folk theater is belongs to and male persons, and what is their theme. Means popularly they go to the bhakti kind of, means religious any epics, they select the epics and they receive in that theater, in that performance. Here
Yes.
you just mark it in the newspaper, in your notebook. You have to maintain one notebook also, and go with write down the points, just which theater art is related to which language, which place or state, and what is the what is in that performance. Means like dance combined with dance and dialogue, dance and songs. Okay, just we have to know it, which is as given in the textbook very clearly. Some important persons who are from the folk theater also they have given in the textbook. For example, Jatara performance were cut down in the length, and jury singers come to be increasingly replaced by the some one person where Vivek is a character. In this folk, Jatara folk, there is a one character named is a Vivek. We know it here in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka. We have some folk theaters like
Yes.
Burrakada and Yakshagana. Like each type of theater arts, one important character, same like a cinema theater or serials, like one important character like a hero, one opposite person like a villain, and in between a joker kind of persons. This is a common phenomenon for all folk theaters to entertain and give some message to the audience. My voice and the subject is clear to you?
Yes. Yes.
Right, continue.
I'm just referring to the note while you are actually giving the class.
Sorry?
I am referring to the textbook as well.
Yeah, yes, that's good. That is good. Because this is an interaction. You have to ask some questions. I have to explain like this is a counseling come contact come counseling classes. Means we have to interaction. You have to say something. I have to ask you something. You have to answer the same. So this is the
Yes.
process, not like a routine online class. Where
Yeah.
routine online class only the teacher teaches, he speaks, the audience means students, learners only listen. But this is not like a pure online class. This is a counseling class.
Yeah.
So you have to interact with me. Whatever you have any doubts, you have to ask us. Right. Next one is a Baba is another popular theater, folk theater performance, which is related to the Gujarat. This is also like a songs and frameworks of this Baba. Some spelling mistakes here on the screen, but not in this. Just these but only. Just I have to show you some on the screen only. I am tested this. Here is in this folk theater. Baba has remained popular in Gujarat since its inception. Its extreme flexibility allowed it contemporarily in all periods, while still remaining the songs and framework of a traditional Bawai. There is also some characters. Each performance, each theater performance has some characters, some important characters. Just we have to know it.
Bhavai, that is from Gujarat.
Gujarat. Just you have to remember, Baba is from the Gujarat and Jatara from the Bengal, Orissa, and parts of Bihar. Like next Tamasha also is there. In this Baba, the tales, apart from social satires, which from the major part of the Baba tales, some love sometimes between the historical themes also, mythological tales also, they perform in this art theater. Next one is a tamasha.
Tamasha, that's from Maharashtra.
Tamasha from Maharashtra, still it is exist and popular. So what happened nowadays is social media and electronic media. After electronic media and social media development, many traditional folk theaters are now going to collapse.
Mm-hmm. With
But even though some villages, even though nowadays also, even in the villages also they have a communication equipment. Each one have a mobile phones. So
Yes.
ultimately, some change has happened. Now traditional and folk media's role is minimal. So ultimately, we have to say that the traditional folk media and uh, traditional media for role is minimal in the modern technology, modern era, right? This is in the examination pattern, you will get the question like some not exactly from the printed textbook which have given the text. It is not like that. So some certain critical analysis you have to analyze by the traditional medium. You have to answer for that kind of questions. Critical analysis is a critical analysis, creative thinking. So you have to do like that. Question maybe comes like that only. But meanwhile, we have to know what are the main folk theaters, narrative forms, shows. Okay.
Sure.
In the tamasha, there is a popular character is Lavan is the heart of tamasha performance are song and drama routines and are now performed by women rather than by young boys. Uh, so some main points you have to remember of each type of folk theatre. Mainly focused on the each all folk theatres, folk theatre arts and folk media generally based on the ethics of the Hinduism and modern era, medieval era, stories of heroes, even empires. These are their main focus. Another one is Yakshagana. Yakshagana is a performance of folk theatre performance of the Karnataka and some parts of South India. Themes are mostly taken from the two Indian epics, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, and from old scriptures. Clear? In the Yakshagana also there is some characters like Sutradhara, Vidushak, like these characters will appear in the folk theatre. So these persons were performed on the epics of Mahabharata and Ramayana and like other old scriptures, particularly Bhagavad Gita, like that.
Yakshagana.
Next one is the Tirukutu. There is a here I am only Tirukutu is a folk theatre form of Tamil Nadu, has existed for a long time but has faded in popularity. So this is happens for not only Tirukutu, many of folk theatres, folk media, and traditional media. Like Tirukuta, a folk theatre from Tamil Nadu has existed for a long time, but has faded in popularity. Tirukutu contains a great deal of important dialogue from the actors and from the Kattikaran means Sutradharan and Buffoon means Komali. There is some important characters. Each performance of theatre performance has some two or three important performers. Characters is there. So they acts like they acts in the theatre. As a Yakshagana, themes are here also like heroic and are drawn from the epics, scriptures, and sometimes from folk tales. Right?
Yes.
Next one, another one is another two important also there. Maybe you go with the textbook. Nautanki from the North India, particularly Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan. There is also their focus, their theme also from the epics like Mahabharata, Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita, and also somewhere in the Nautanki there is sometimes some Haryana part and Agra part. There is some little changes from the Agra part very closely to the Bhagat of Agra, and coming to the Haryana part, the Khayal of Rajasthan, and coming to the Madhya Pradesh side, there is a Manch. So these are the some local names of the Nautanki. Another one is Ram Leela. Ram Leela performed all over the North India in both urban and rural areas during the festivals of Dasara in October in a cycle of a place based on the Indian epic Ramayana. This is started in the 17th century and it is still performing arts, but fading. We have to say like this is also one of the faded only. But recently some state governments giving some encouragement to the artist to perform. Why this means, see, particularly state government has a public and information department, INPR department for every state government. In the same way, central government also one media publicity department like a Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. There is also some division, song and drama division. They perform all these folk theatres and traditional media to aware the public. Now coming to the folk songs. Folk songs basically three kinds of folk songs like bhakti songs, ceremonial songs, and tribal songs. Like bhakti songs, coming to the bhakti songs, devotional songs with strong links to the classical music is called folk songs. Another one is a ceremonial songs including seasonal and ritual, work, and love songs. The third one is a tribal songs. See, actual folk song styles which have been used in India as a channel of communication include Bawal and some Bengal area, Dua, Ras. There is also some kind of some types is there based on their religion, based on their language. Like in Bengal, there is a Bawal and Batiyal. In Gujarat, Dua, Ras, Garba. These are the some types of folk songs. And coming to the Assam, Bihu, coming to the Kashmir, Bravo, Chakri, and Rajasthan, Panihari, Ghumar, Uttar Pradesh, Kazari, Chaiti, Madhya Pradesh, Suva, and Dadaria, Punjab, Gidda. Gidda still is a famous performance, folk song performance. Still it is a popular. Many like in South India also there is a like Kerala, Kilkali, Pattu, and some areas in Goa also, Dalo, Dathani, Mado. Like this kind of folk songs types are still available, performing all over the India. Any doubts?
No.
Yeah, I'm continuing. Next, folk songs. There is another kind of folk theater is narrative forms. Narrative forms means poetic forms. In the narrative forms, they choose poetry in their dialogue delivery. Poetic forms with a strong narrative element have proved to be particularly effective from the point of view of message communication. Poetry nowadays means the earlier ages, old persons may know the poetry. Another point is illiterates only knows the poetry. Maximum, we have to say that there is a less role nowadays the poetry is playing. Another in the poetry, Burrakada from our Indians, our Andhra Pradesh, means earlier Andhra Pradesh and AP, Burrakada is one of the AP and Telangana. Burrakada is one of the famous folk theatre, folk performance, means folk songs performance. Burrakada, the ballad singing style of Andhra Pradesh, means Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Dates back to the 15th century. Yakshagana also some like kind of this, it is related to the Burrakada. The same kind of theatre form, Dasa Kataya from Odisha. So these two are the similar only. There is a main person and substitute, some sub roles were played in this performance. And the main performer is the, in Telugu we will call it Katapudu, plays the Tambura with his right hand as he dances rhythmically forward and back on the stage while reciting a story. The performer also wears over his right thumb a hollow ring in the palm of his hand. With the rings, he beats the basic tempo of the songs. Burrakada stories fall into three categories like mythological, historical, socio-political. Also, is one of the category of the Burrakada. And Dasakada from Orissa performed 2%. In Burrakada, there is a generally 3%. Even Burrakada, it is a single person also. Means main performer with a single performer, otherwise a single performer and two assistants is there in the Burrakada. Sometimes a single main performer also without the assistants also plays this Burrakada. That it's related and it's equal to Dasakada also, equivalent to the Burrakada. There is also the main story is drawn from the diverse sources like mythology, love stories, famous battles, folk tales. These are the main theme of the Dasakada. And some religious discourses we have to discuss. Like Harikada is known by the names in different parts of the country. Some South India this is Katha, and in the North India this is Kirtan, Pravachan, others like Katha Pata, Katha Kalakshepamu. That is a pure Telugu word. So these are some religious discourses. Coming to the puppet shows. Meanwhile, just we have to go with the main point of another main point of in religious discourses like there is the performer, the Kathakar. So, so generally we know, like not only here is appearing only just like a Harikatha, all these are like shows that a Hindu religious. But there is a religious discourses in other languages, other religions also, like ghazals, qawwal from Urdu and related to the Islam, and some uh, songs, folk songs, and folk performances for the Sikhs, Jains, and
Excuse
Buddhists.
me.
All these all comes under the religious discourses. Going to the puppet shows. Puppet shows, even some for example, in our Hyderabad, only a few places means still in the Shilparamam, there is a one tourist place is the Shilparamam in the Hyderabad. There is still a performer is performing puppet shows in some shows in the Shilparamam also. So mostly these puppet shows are now fade out. So even though as a communication and journalism student, we have to know what are the folk theatre, what are the folk forms, folk theatres, folk media, traditional media. So just a basics we have to know it. Puppet show is the part of puppetry in India is an ancient one. References in literary works of the early century BC indicates that as long as 2000 years ago, there is again one, two, three, four, five kinds of means types in puppet show also, like string puppets, mainly Rajasthan, Odisha, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra Pradesh. The performers using string puppets for performing puppet show. Again, some Bengal side, broad puppets, some areas in the Odisha, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu using claw puppets. So, what is the theme here also? Theme of the puppet shows is the main focusing on the during the freedom struggle. Puppet show is a famous, popular show where performers who fought against the Britishers. So they use this puppet show as a con- message for convey the message to their uh, their target to the people. Another type of puppets also is there. Some kind of puppets like shadow puppets, like shadow puppets is a popular in Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala. Another one is like some puppets. So just we have to speak about here in puppet shows just for the basic knowledge. And again, the main focus of the puppet shows is like their historical, socio, political, economical, and mythological themes also for all folk theatres. The main theme is mythological, historical, socio-economic, and political themes. They chooses these kind of themes to perform in their shows. Drum beating. Beating the drum, a medium introduced in ancient India as a method of conveying information, is a popular event today. See, in the villages still is a person name, maybe don't know exactly the person name. In the villages, like Karobar, some Karobar, not exactly. One person name in the villages. He deliver the information to the in that village. In a he beats the drum and speaks, deliver in his speech about the information. Still, it is popular in the villages. Earlier, drum beating is some like different. There is a no scope for the communication, other communication channels in earlier days. Only the main channel is a drum beating only. Based on the drum beating only, the drum beating means alert the people. Then they listen what is saying the person who convey the message. Coming to the arts, folk arts like oral tradition, material culture, social folk customs, performing arts. Performing arts means oral tradition means where these include verbal arts of expressive literature consisting of spoken, sung, and voiced from the traditional utterances like songs, tales, poetry, ballads, rhymes, proverbs. These all comes under the oral traditional. The another one is material culture. These are visible aspects. These are the visible aspects of folk behavior, such as skills and receipts and formulated displayed like in rural arts we see crafts they mixed with some mud like some type of mud and traditional motifs and like clothes we see the designs on the clothes fashioning. These all comes under the material culture of folk arts. We see on the cloth also there is a design, some message. Ultimately, here is in folk arts, traditional media, theater arts, plays, whatever it is. The ultimate aim is to convey the message to the audience, target people. Next, coming to the social folk customs, like these are areas of traditional life which expresses on group rather than individual skills and performances. Like a family, otherwise a community observations. The family, what the head of the family says something to the family members, they obey, they follow the instructions by the head of the family. Like a community, the head of the leader, otherwise a community leader who says something to the community persons, they listen and follow and they obey to the leader. Like we see in the festivals, there is also some shows, fairs, rituals, market area, also some exhibitions. All this comes under the social folk customs, under the folk arts. Next one is performing arts. Performing arts means here performer may be individual or a group, like a Bharatanatyam is an individual person or a group person. They are performing. Like a Kuchipudi, like and then music, playing music, like drama also. In this drama means a single person and a group of members who perform in the theaters. All these performances, their theme is like some epics, mythological, historical, heroic, otherwise the socio-economic, cultural, traditional. So these are the some themes of performances. Any doubts?
No, this is fine, sir.
Right. Once I will go with the summary. In this unit, we have discussed on the verbal and non-verbal forms of like a plays, theater forms, and some artwork also we have discussed. Why this is all just for the knowledge. As a communication and journalism student, we have to know what are the earlier days of communication channels. So this is also is one of the channel. Newspaper is a
Print media.
one of the channel. Print media. Print media is one of the channel. Means in the second unit we have discussed theories and models. The basic process of communication is essential: sender, channel, message, and receiver. Sender, message, channel, receiver. Sender means someone who is saying something, a message. So that is a message through which channel he has choosing, either a print message, a print media, electronic media, social media, otherwise a traditional media, folk media, whatever it is. Ultimately, the message to be reached to the receiver. This is the main process of communication. Like rock pillars also, we see rock pillars also gives us some historical evidence of our earlier ages of the forefathers of this. Some cave paintings, also one kind of some historical oriented information gives us for the why we have to know the history. Just we history to know the history is our basic because we have to know what happened in earlier. So that basics gives us to do better performance for future. In coming days, we have to develop some more life easy techniques based on the historical inventions, uh, historical orientation means their rulers and their how they rule in that area. So the communication forwarding all these through various types of channels like cave paintings, rock pillars, like oral tradition, material culture, oral communication. So oral communication means elder of the means head of the family who says to the family members. So there they would the elder person. Okay. Now we are going once I will repeat we in this block uh, we have discussed mass communication, characters, nature, functions, and folk media, traditional media. So we have a few minutes only today. The next block is introduction to journalism. Unit number 8 is introduction to journalism. Block number is in this block we have 3 units. The unit number 8 is the nature and the concept of journalism. Okay, unit number 8 is nature and concept of journalism, and unit number 9 is principles of journalism. Number 10 is types of journalism with media specific orientation. There is two types of media, so it will come in the coming units. Now coming to the nature and concept of journalism, basics we have learned already some basics from the previous units, like what is communication, communication models, and mass communication. Now we are coming to the main focus of the journalism. Unit number 8, nature and concept of journalism. We will discuss in this unit definitions, functions, role, nature, and journalism in Indian context. Press as a fourth test. Why they call fourth estate? Press is a fourth estate. So all this we will know in this unit. Journalism is both the art and profession which records events and opinions and seeks to interpret and mold them for the benefit of the public. The word journalism, journalist are derived from the French word is a journal, which in its terms comes from the Latin term daily. We see daily newspapers monthly and fortnightly. So the word daily is a word coming from the Latin word. What is the Latin word? Is a diurnalism, Diurnlis, and the earliest newspaper which is a Acta Diurnia. This is a handwritten bulletin which is focused on the main public, which is presence in the main public square, means a place in the ancient Rome. There they displays this handwritten daily. The name is Acta Diurna. From that word diurna itself, it's the word presently we are using the word daily is the originate from the diurnalist. Again, we know newspapers, journalists, all these are the part of the journalism. Coming to the main newspapers, there is a journalism, there is a three kind of mass communication we have discussed. What kind of mass communication types is there? Print media, electronic media, and social media. Again, we have discussed on mass media also. Mass media means included with the films. Films are included in the mass media. That is also one kind of media performance only. So coming to the definitions of journalism, yeah, some definitions we discuss here in the journalism. Journalism means writing for newspapers or magazines. Now the trend is changed. Now journalism means writing for newspapers, magazines, radio, television, social media. All this comes under the journalism only. What we have to write? We are writing a news, a information, converting it is to news. When it becomes news, information, for example, I am speaking with you, like I am speaking with a learner, a student. That is just information. That is not called a news. News means which is a new thing. Speaking each other is a normal communication. not required to know mass media, otherwise mass communication, mass people. Speaking with either one to one. I'm speaking with Hyman. That is not a news. No one required to know whether the teacher is speaking with student. No. When if the message I am speaking with you, I am giving a message. Here is the message is subject topic. So I am giving some messages of subject topics to the learner. That is only a limited people, means only one narrow people, means only one to a classroom people, means maybe 30 or 40 or 50. That is a limited access, limited audience is there. For mass audience, for the mass audience, newspapers, televisions, radio, and social media are the channels to carry the message and deliver to the target audience. There is a number of definitions is there. Some of definitions I will now speak. I will tell you. Journalism, the occupation of conducting a news medium, including publishing, editing, writing, or broadcasting. This is a new Webster's dictionary, and another one is Chambers. According to the Chambers dictionary, journalism is the profession of conducting or writing for public journals. Another famous person is M.K. Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi in nature. The objective of journalism is service, is quotation. So in social studies or journalism, there is a number of definitions. If based on my experience, if I say one a new definition, it may also differ in the books as a new definition for the journalism. For mass communication and journalism, there is a number of meanings, number of definitions. So based on their individual experience, like scholars and some important journalists, they also give some message. Means based on their idea, they give some they quotes something about the journalism. That is also one definition for the journalism. Here is in the textbook we have given n number of minutes, some 10, 15 definitions we have given in the textbook. Once you go with the textbook and you read at least 2, 3, in the examination orientation you have to present at least 3, 4 main definitions of journalism. Okay. Another one is the press is one of the vital organs of modern life, especially in democracy. The press has tremendous power and responsibilities. The press must be respected. This is a quote from the Jawaharlal Nehru. The press means we can only a few kind of presses available, means like a print media and electronic media. Like when the era of ruling of Jawaharlal Nehru in his time, there was only print media and some electronic media. Weekend is merging television. Only so many our press commissions when in 1950s, 60s, only they focuses on the print media only. Then only the print media, only the emerging media. Nowadays, we have a technology, after development of technology, we have a lot of media channels, including print media, electronic media, social media, apps, websites, social networking sites. All these are multimedia accessing also available nowadays. Next, coming to the functions of the journalism. The main functions is information. Everyone try to know what is happening in his surroundings or otherwise her surroundings. Everyone has an anxiety to know what is happening in a day-to-day life around their surroundings, in their country, in their in the world someday. Because some after invention of the internet, we are knowing a small incident which is happened a far place like in Australia or in America, even though we are in a seconds, we are now receiving the message. This is a part, means it's a development. So based on the development, technology development, we have now experiencing all these new technology, we are experiencing new technology, so we are receiving the messages, information within a seconds. The main function of journalism is information. Information again, there is also some kind of information. Like we have earlier, I have expressed some example. Speaking with one learner by the teacher is not a important information for mass people, mass audience. Only the news. News means in the news there is a main points, 6 main points, main elements. What, where, when, why, whose, and how. These are the 6 elements should at least be through 2 to 3 have to cover in that information. Then only that that information is called news. And that should be new to the earlier information. In case of a repeated information, means a general information which is not called as a news. The main function of the journalism is information and interpretation of news. The need of for interpreting and explaining the news in our day and ages is readily manifold because of their own fields of knowledge, baffle even the specialist at times. The ordinary mortal caught in a maze of economics, science, or inventions need to be led by the hand through its intricacies. There is no doubt that information and influence play an individual role in the success of the largest general interest. Another main function is entertainment. There is some main functions like information, entertainment, and awareness, otherwise education. These are the main 3 functions for communication and journalism. Here it comes to the journalism. Entertainment is also one of the part in the journalism. So we see in the newspapers we read cinema news, some entertainment news. So that is also called. So in the television we see the serials and some entertainment related news also in television. Advertising also one kind of the function of journalism. But the difference is here advertisement is a paid form of communication. Remaining communications are not paid. For example, we see in the newspaper a news item which is a not paid item, but coming to the advertisement which is adjunct to the news, that is a paid form. So some management, some organization, some company who pay the money to that particular newspaper, otherwise news channels to give their publicity. So for them, they use the advertisement tool. and entertainment, advertisement, education, and sometimes guidance also one of the important function in the journalism.
As
Some
as
other
we dis
some other
as
topics also we have, but we have it's a time to conclude the session because the next session also coming. The technical
yes,
persons have to look in all these arrangements. Uh, Today, tomorrow also we have a class. We'll discuss.
yes,
We'll continue with this unit and other units also. I will cover 2 or 3 units in the tomorrow's session. Right, Mr. Ahmed?
yeah. Thank you. I have sent
Mas,
you a message on WhatsApp.
okay, okay, no problem. I will note.
If you can actually add me in the group, I can get some notes, previous notes and all that, so that I can go through it.
Okay, once you just make a SMS or otherwise call me. Once after all these lessons, means 19th is the last Sunday we have a session. After the sessions, I will individually, even though individually also, I will send you the PPTs of for these lessons. For your means that is a brief notes. It is you can remember the uh, or you once you read these notes means in the form of PPT, it is easy to remember you the lesson, entire lesson, right?
Sure.
Right.
So thank you. My name is Peter Gomes. इसको भी तोड़ दो मत यार। कौन तोड़ता ध्यान दिया तुम? क्या होता है? बड़ा उठाओ। ये इसको प्रॉब्लम कर रहा हूँ। कौन कौन बुढ़े होगा तुम? बुढ़ा बोला बुढ़ा हुआ। हाँ देखिए गाड़ी में वाइट वाला तो उससे बुढ़े होगा। जो 20 इयर्स के है उनकी वाइट बात मेरे से भी ज्यादा और सर में भी है मेरे से। ओके ठीक है क्या है आपका एज एज में एज में तो फिर मैं बुढ़ा हूँ मामा क्या सब आगे बुढ़े हैं मेरे मामा में फर्क नहीं है। तो 20 साल का आसम भाई 20 साल का अदर भाई बोलो तो ओवर बुढ़े ना हो यूसुफ भाई है भाई ओवर बुढ़े तो मेरे में उनमें डिफरेंस नहीं मेरे सब 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 बुढ़े हैं तो बुढ़े बुढ़े में डिफरेंस नहीं मतलब आप अभी नए नए बुढ़े हैं ऐसा बोलना कैटेगराइज रहती एज में भी कैटेगराइज चाइल्ड इन्फेंट पैदा हुए सो लेके जब तक बात नहीं करे तक इन्फेंट तक जब बात करना शुरू करते बोलते चाइल्डहुड उसको बोलते चाइल्डहुड फिर उसके बाद में आता क्या आता टीनेज था टीनेज क्या टीनेज कब तक रहती टीन कहीं को बोलते हैं, टीन कहीं को बोलते हैं, और टीन तो 19 को टीन है, क्या बोलते हैं, टीनेजर्स। टीन आ टीन टीन तो क्या अंदर छुप जाती लगती है। 13 to 19, फिर उसके बाद में यंग, क्या है यंग, उसके बाद में यंग मेडल, यंग, पहले यंग फिर यंग, फिर फिर ओल्ड, ना ओल्ड एज में, मम्मा ओल्ड एज में, यूसुफ भाई, ताहिर अंकल, आजम भाई की अडल्ट की छोटे के नेवे सब आ गए। तो मैं अभी यंग अडल्ट भी बोला, अडल्ट हूँ, यंग अडल्ट, अडल्ट ओल्ड एज को भी क्या होता है, वो बुढ़ी औरत को क्या होता है, बुढ़ी औरत को ओल्ड भी, जब मेरा आप यस बोलते मीन्स की इंग्लिश स्टार्ट किया, बोलते हैं ना ओल्ड लेडी बोलते हैं, बोलता मेरे को पूछो, दूसरे ओल्ड लेडी एंड कमीज की बात, तो ये लोग ओल्ड ट्विस्ट क्या बोलते हैं, यस झगड़ा, झगड़ा, आगे क्या होगा, आगे क्या हो सकता है, वो नजर में रखे, बुराई नहीं करते, बुराई हो क्या, ये आपके दोस्त जो है सही तरह अच्छी फॉर्म, कोई भी पे जो देखने बात करने वाले, जल्दी दिखाओ तुम्हें, बढ़िया लगा। सलामकुम शहबाज, कैसे शहबाज, खैरियत से है, थोड़े ज्यादा पूरे आए रजी, मतलब चले गए बगैर बोले, हाँ, 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 आपकी नजर अच्छी है मेरी तरफ से। शुक्रिया आपका बहुत बहुत। हाँ भाई तो सीट आ जाएगा। मिस्टेक होगा बाय मिस्टेक। तबीयत वगैरह से। अगर मैं यूसुफ को पहचानता हूँ तो वो चंचलगुड़ा में एवरग्रीन पर के टीवियों की दुकान पर थी। का नाम मंगा था खरीद था उन्हें। तो जैसे न जब वगैरह सब पत्थर उनका राव हो जाए। वहीं पे आप मदर से नाइट कौन सी नाइट मिड नाइट से शुरू होती है या अर्ली नाइट से शुरू होती है। वो फ्राइडे आती थी और सैटरडे के दिन हो जाता था। जितना भी होता है नहीं आती। जितना सोचेंगे जाते की सोचते ही सही है वो इनका सोचते हैं ना। उसका उल्टा होता है। क्या बात। नहीं भाई उसके बाद में नेक्स्ट मंथ उन्हें एक महीना करेंगे तो आप क्या करेंगे। दो पैसे। एक महीना मगर 3 महीने कर लेंगे। आगे से क्या आगे स्टार्ट कर लेते हैं। क्या मेरी शिफ्ट है मैं ऑफिस में एग्जाम छोड़ दिया मैं। वो भी छोड़ दिया। वो तो घर से ईमेल करा। तो घर से ईमेल। प्लीज रिलीव मी फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ माई सर्विसेज फ्रॉम टुडे इटसेल्फ। वर्क अभी काम है ना अपने यहाँ। काम है तो कुछ नहीं। शुरू करता हूँ। तुम ना धीरे नहीं यार कैसा। नहीं नहीं एक केस हमारे लेक्चरर दिए थे। फॉलो अप के लिए वो चल रहा है केस ऑनगोइंग केस है फ्रेश केस है। फॉलो अप के लिए थे जो वकील साहब है वो हमारे लेक्चरर थे भाई। उन्हें फॉलो अप के लिए। तो बोला जाके मैं पास ओवर नहीं लेने वाला हूँ आपका, बोला सर है मैं पास ओवर देने वाला भी नहीं हूँ आपको, मेरे को मालूम है, बोल दिया मेरे को। सबका एक एक रहता। सीनियर बन के तो चेंबर आया था। ऐसा सब जगह रहना भी नहीं चाहते थे। केस खत्म हो गया, घर को जाके आराम से रात में ऑफिस में कमाने का रखा। चेंबर में बैठे तो आपका टाइम वेस्ट होता, पैसे खराब। फाइनल ईयर 26 में आ जाते, 26 में पर 25 पूरा पढ़ना है। क्योंकि सबसे लास्ट क्या शुरू होता तुम्हारे से अगर पूछे तो मेडिसिन बोलेंगे तो पढ़ाई में नहीं 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 5 साल नहीं। एकेडमिक कब शुरू होता, लास्ट में पढ़ना शुरू होता हो तो बहुत सारे लोग हाँ बोलते हैं, भाई मेडिसिन शुरू होता, LLB शुरू होता 27 या 28 दिसंबर। मेरे टाइम में कब शुरू हुआ मालूम है? फरवरी की 22 तारीख से। पहले से 2 महीने नहीं, 3 महीने नहीं। कोविड के फौरी बात का है, 2022 में ज्वाइन हुआ। अगर मैं चाय नहीं पिलाऊंगा तो गिन लो पहले गिन लो। पीडी बॉय। हाँ पीडी बॉय, पीडी बॉय। सब सॉफ्टवेयर LLM। वो होते कि पहले LLM का इंटरसेक्शन चाय पियो। और होते कि LLM का इंटर लिख देने का। LLB में आपको 55% के ऊपर मार्क्स तो आप LLM के लिए एलिजिबल है। कम से कम 10 साल का एक्सपीरियंस, स्टैंडिंग रहना पड़ेगा। क्या हमारा नहीं है तो मतलब हिमाचलों का आता नहीं हूँ मैं तो मैं वहाँ काम को सुनते किया बोला मैं तो क्या वफादार है एकदम वफा मैंने की तुम्हें की बेवफाई ना वफा वफा मैंने की तो लगी बेवफा अभी बनाते रहते हैं अहमद भाई अभी जाते जाते रुक के मिले तो नीचे कहा है कि अरे कहा ही तो मैं वो जो बना मुझसे मिलके मतलब आओ जाता हो तो मैं कहाँ जाके आते हैं मैं तो बेटी के पास जाता हूँ हाँ क्या बोले हम? पंद्रह में बाद आप आएंगे क्या क्या लेंगे हम तो पानी करा तो परेशान हो तो बहुत पहले तो आई तो जितना भी होता है मैं ऐसे बातें उसके बाद जो था अब ज्यादा ये सब मैं क्या सबसे बड़ी बात क्या है आज के जमाने से सबसे ज्यादा पैसा सभी के पास टैक्टिकल पैसा बदलते पहले जब जब करा जो लगा था पहले उसकी दुकान थी कारोबार में कौन बोल रहा है ना ठीक है पहले तो नहीं पूरा दूसरा बहुत सारा काम की हुआ तो अब उसको एक बड़ा किचन का था वो बड़ा मैं कुछ नहीं हूँ वो चलती थी तो सर्विस इसलिए रहा था वो तो मैं से नंबर दुकान का तो करना था सही है जो भी लोग आते तो सब कुछ मैं बड़ा चला डबल लोग आगे विचार रखा बस हमारे पूरे तो उनको गिरा पता देखो नहीं लगता है ये तो गम नहीं इधर में हो रहा है जो बारिश की मालूम नहीं आ रही है हाँ हाँ, बात कैसी होती है क्योंकि मेरा पास 40 लाख का माल है, तो आप कर लो, ले लो। तब दोनों सुनो, तो बात बोले 40 हजार का माल है, तो बात तो मैं ऐसे ही चला जाता हूँ और मैं अपने 40 लाख, तो 40 लाख कल मुझे ना तो मरेगा तो माल कम कर लिया तो सीधा आपको वकीलता है वो बेकार बात है इन्हें ले रहे आपके बारे में ना बात करता है वो चला नहीं करने को नहीं बोलता है काम करते हैं नहीं मेरा हमारे जम मैं चले आता हूँ अपना तो क्या तो साल भर उसको मैं चला दूँ तो आप मालूम ही नहीं मुझे इसके बाकी क्यों चले समझ तेरा क्या उसका खर्चा होता क्या है ये टाइम पर खाली करना मतलब मुझे देखा और हमारे बात कर रहा हूँ वही ट्रेनिंग लेकर बैठे थे तो बड़ा बड़ा मुद्दा तो मत रहेगा और ठीक है बोलो मानने वाली नहीं बात है मगर कहीं कहीं को बड़ा तुम 40 साल जब खत्म कर लेते क्या ऐसा ऐसा कंट्रोल ओके जो है परफॉर्म आता है परफॉर्म आता है ये करना पड़ता है तो 3 महीने का टाइम हम सारे चीज आता था क्या बात है तो आपका शांति रहती खाली करना है मतलब अगर 10 साल पीछे लगा तो खाली करना है आगे करना ही किराया भी लगता है सब किराया किराया ठीक है ये सब किराया तो जमा करो वो उसके लिए बस मकान का वो वाला पेंडिंग का जैसा कि फायदा 10 साल रहो आप 20 साल रहो आप 50 साल रहो टाइम बर्बाद करके पैसा पैसा करने को ये आपका लाभ आजकल महंगी ये आपका लाभ है उसके बाद से भी आपको खाली करना है थोड़ी बहुत काम तो क्या बात करा देते जानू करने का टाइम 5 बजे खत्म। अल्लाह। इसके बारे में ज्ञान आधार के बारे में फूल दुकान किसने नहीं दिया। वो आज देते सर्कुलर दे रहे हैं पुलिस को। वो तो शराब की दुकान है तो बंद हो जाना आज 5 बजे से बोलते बोलिए। नहीं यार, मार्केट अपन भी बनाए। अपन भी बनाए। आप क्या समझ रहे हैं पिक्चरों का ऑनलाइन बना सकते समझ रहे हैं आपका भाई भी क्रिएटर है। भगवान को दोगे यदि तुम हम तुम्हारे पर विश्वास करें यदि तुम आजकल के सामने हम भी बनाते हैं आप कुछ समझा बना। अच्छा करे आप बोल दी। बता अरविंद केजरीवाल निकला तो उन्हें पूछा देख उसकी चिड़ देखी यार। उसकी चिड़ देखी यार। देख चिड़ देख के उसकी कंडीशनल पेन बोलते हैं उसको। कंडीशनल पेन है पेन क्या